All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Edwin back for Strictly Comics, and I'm trying something a little bit different here. The Mandalorian seems to be a very hot topic, so I want to kind of get in a little bit on this because everybody's talking about it, and I want to be a part of it. So, but real quick, let me go ahead and introduce my co-host. I got Toy Box here with me. Again, he is the more of a Star Wars expert than I am, but so I brought him along with me just to kind of chat it up. Toy Box, how are you, man? What's going on in your world?
Doing really well. How we doing, everybody in Strictly Comics land? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is in your neck of the woods. We're going to be talking The Mandalorian Chapter 5, The Gunslinger. Be an interesting topic.
Yeah, for sure. It's chapter 5, and people are like, "Well, what happened to chapters, or what happened to episode 1 through 4?" Well, I didn't realize that we're already halfway into the Mandalorian series. There's only going to be, I guess, 10 episodes, and that's going to be it. So this is why we're starting at episode 5. But before we get into the topics, I do want to remind everybody real quick that do have an auction coming up this Sunday, December the 8th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Come and check us out, buy some comics, chat it up, goof around in the chat with everybody else is always a good time. Also, going to be doing the comic book community charity auction starting December the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th. And we're going to be raising some money for the Hero Initiative, where 100% of the proceeds that we raise will be going to that charity organization. So we're going to get into the Mandalorian a little bit. I'm going to give you guys just a quick rundown, and then we're going to kind of talk about it. So just a quick warning, there is going to be spoilers. If you have not seen this already, you're going to want to stop or put it on pause or just turn it off for another time, but we're going to get into some spoilers. So this is episode 5, and basically what happens in episode 5 is in the very beginning, there's a shootout with the Mandalorian, and it looks like a, what is it, a resistant, maybe you can help me with this, Toy Box, is it a resistant fighter or somebody from the Rebel Alliance or something like that?
That's, we suspect that was another bounty hunter.
Maybe another bounty hunter. Yeah, that could make sense. I totally agree with that. And what happens is during the shootout, his ship gets ruined, and so he's forced to land, and he's forced to land on I forget the name of the planet, but he needs to get repairs, and he does not have enough money for the repairs. So actually, what he ends up doing is he ends up teaming up with another bounty hunter who's actually kind of like a rookie bounty hunter. And he's really just looking to get into the guild, which I guess is just some exclusive club for bounty hunters. And it's actually his first job. So he kind of teams up with him because, remember, the Mandalorian, he really needs some money at this point. Their job is actually a sniper, which is this lady right here. And while they're trying to look for her, she kind of ends up finding them first and ends up kind of taking some sniper shots at them. And then what actually happens then is the rookie ends up killing the sniper. Remember, I said spoilers. After she tells him that the bounty, who is the Mandalorian, the bounty on the Mandalorian is actually worth a lot more than the bounty that's currently on her head. Okay. So really what ends up happening is that the Mandalorian and the rookie gets into a fight because the rookie ends up taking Baby Yoda, and you can't have people messing with Baby Yoda, right? So he ends up trying to take Baby Yoda and trying to get a bounty, a bigger bounty, and the Mandalorian ends up killing him. And that's pretty much the gist of the show. And then, of course, at the end of the show, this is really the scene that we're left with. The sniper lady, she's lying dead, but then somebody kneels down behind her, but we don't know who that is. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and leave it open for discussion. Toy Box, what are your thoughts, man?
Well, I think it's really cool because the planet that they land on, we didn't find out until we see Mos Eisley is Tatooine. We go back to Tatooine when shortly after because this is 5 years after Return of the Jedi, so the Empire is done. Stormtroopers are hated. So you see stormtrooper heads on pikes, basically, and the Mandalorian goes into the Mos Eisley cantina, and the rookie was actually in the same booth with where Han Solo and Greedo had their little encounter. And Han Solo in the original cut of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, he shot first. No matter what people say, he shot first.
Right, right. Shout out to JJ in the chat. He has actually a really, really good question. I don't think we've gotten a name yet, but he says, "What do you think will be the first comic with Baby Yoda in it?"
That would be
not
awesome.
only is that not only is that not a great question, but that's like a book that I think everybody should get and everybody will be trying to get, because you got Star Wars from the 70s that Marvel Comics published, where you have the first appearance of Yoda, but everybody loves Baby Yoda.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I'm gonna actually
Baby Yoda's in all the leads.
yeah. I'm gonna put it on Baby Yoda right here, dude. He is so cute. Everybody's like, I want a Baby Yoda. So, anyways, that being said, I think that this is a book that everybody would have to pick up, right? Whether you're a Star Wars fan or not.
Oh yeah, I mean the merchandise is coming out in May 2020. It's already confirmed, and the Baby Yoda plushie, the doll, reports is saying that Walmart will have it first at $25.
I think Funko Pops has already gotten a license already to. I think they've already put out a Baby Yoda Funko Pop that's either out or will be out.
I've already got the Mandalorian Funko Pop. Picked that up the other day. So
did you?
Yeah, I'm going to pick up all of them. I mean, if Baby Yoda comes out, you guarantee that's going to be worth money.
Yeah, it's such a cute toy. So actually I'm gonna go ahead and get into some questions real quick, and if you're in the chat you can go and answer along as well, and then we're gonna wrap it up. So I'll let you answer first, Toy Box. The Mandalorian, you can say currently with all 5 episodes, or you can just talk about this specific 5th episode. Okay. What do you think? Does this feel like Star Wars to you right now?
100% yes. It feels like Star Wars. Finally, the fans after The Last Jedi has been begging Disney, hey, we need give us the original feel. Not necessarily the same characters and stuff, because the Skywalker saga or the storyline has already been done with Episode 6, The Return of the Jedi. Most of the fans did not want that again. We wanted Star Wars, but let's continue a new story, a new saga. Let's just take it to a different perspective. The galaxy, the universe of Star Wars is so huge. Why not just pick a spot and create a new planet and tell a story there? So yes, Mandalorian feels 100% like Star Wars. I'm glad that they are touching on some things like in the chapter 5, again, spoilers, with the gunslinger here. We go back to Tatooine. We see it Mos Eisley. It's nice. Those are legacy locations, legacy characters, I guess. It'd be nice to see a hint of them. I'm waiting because this is supposed to tie into Episode 9 in some way, with Baby Yoda specifically. Mm-hmm. But it's nice to see those locations, but we don't need to focus too much on what happened in the past, what I'm saying, with the characters and that storyline. Let's just forget about that. And in Episode 9, here I am rambling about the Star Wars here. So anyways, I'm going to stop right there and focus on the question at hand. So,
no, it's all good, man. I think a lot of people are kind of not as interested in Episode 9 as they are in Mandalorian, and that was actually one of the first feelings that I got. That's why I asked you, because you actually confirmed what I had already been thinking when I saw it. It actually does feel like Star Wars.
Yeah, completely.
It's simple. They're kind of condensed into very simple stories. They're not very complex, but they're entertaining. I'm not noticing any SJW or any kind of politics or any kind of forced agenda in each episode. It's enjoyable again. And a lot of people watch this stuff because they want to escape all that stuff. So I think it absolutely does feel like Star Wars. The next question, what do you think, or what is it that you actually liked about this episode?
Well, the very first shot of the gunslinger, chapter 5, Mandalorian. If you haven't seen it yet, pick up Disney Plus. If you're Verizon Wireless a member, it's free for a year for you. So pick it up. or download it. I thought that the first few seconds of chapter 5 was pretty cool. You see some space fights. That's legendary with any Star Wars movie, video game, anything like that. It was nice to see that. It was really cool. And it wasn't like a few seconds. It probably lasted maybe 6 minutes. And then bam, the Mandalorian. You know, you just see the title card. And then he goes
we got some where the title came up.
Yep. And then after that, he's his engine was damaged, so he had to fly to the nearest planet, which was Tatooine, and then land to get repaired. And the look of the ship looks pretty cool. I know the geeks out there, and I say that respectfully, the geeks out there have already known the name of that ship. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up, but it looks really cool. So they're stationed there to get repaired.
Yeah, it definitely kind of told us a little bit about how he was. He's not necessarily super tactical when it comes to his ship. He's just more of a bounty hunter, so he just kind of picks people up and then drops people off, stuff like that. But we do learn that his ship is not as high tech or as advanced weaponry as the other ship was. But he had enough experience and skill to win that fight, because I was actually looking, I was like, man, how are you going to get yourself out of this one? And he called the guy's bluff, played a little bit of chicken, and he ended up getting them when it was all said and done.
Yeah, Mando, we don't know his name yet. I know his name, but I'm not going to spoil it for anybody else. And maybe later down in the rest of the season, it'll be revealed. But he's an all right pilot. Going back to chapter 1, I thought it was really cool because you had rows of people trapped in carbonite. That was all his bounties in the ship. I thought that was a really cool touch with that, even back to chapter 1. So it was a cool ship.
Yeah. So the next question, what do you think they could actually do better going forward?
Better storytelling. Chapter 4 and chapter 5, in my opinion, is just after chapter 3. 4 and 5. Now it's nice to see Baby Yoda, but that can't hold up much longer. There has to be better storytelling. Dave Filoni did chapter 5. He directed that again. He did chapter 1 and now chapter 5. I believe Jon Favreau did chapter 2. I'm gonna have to look into that. But anyways,
yeah, he did a couple himself. Yeah.
Dave Filoni did a really good job with chapter 1. Chapter 5, I thought it was kind of dull in terms of storytelling. Chapter 4 was the same way when they're up against an AT-ATS Raider, I think, Scout, something like that.
Smaller one, yeah.
Yeah, it was nice to see that again. But in terms of story, there really wasn't much to it. It was just defending a base, basically. Yeah,
when I actually saw that, I could tell not right away, but kind of midway through, I was like, all right, this is just a filler episode. That's really how I took the last one, episode 4. But I think going forward, I think that they could just make them a little bit longer. I would like to see them to be a little bit longer, I think, because me and like everybody else, we're all really enjoying it. So that's probably the only issue that I have at this moment. And, well, not only that, but I want to find out the name of the Baby Yoda. I think that he was actually called a quarry, if I'm not mistaken.
The name wasn't disclosed yet of what he is. He is a Yoda species. That's confirmed. And it's also confirmed the gender as well. It's a male. The only thing that we all know is it's called the child, the asset. That's the bounty that everybody's after because it's worth a lot of money. And it has a fob inside of him. I don't know if it's inside of his body, inside of his clothing. I assume that the Mandalorian has already checked the child's body, clothing and stuff, if there's any tracker on him, but there has to be a tracker inside of Baby Yoda. That's why everybody's after that person. So Mandalorian broke the code of his guild. That's why I forget his name, but he was Apollo Creed from the Rocky movies. I forget his character's name.
Weathers.
Weathers is the actor. Carl Weathers.
Weathers, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, his character is like the leader of the bounty hunters, basically. He's the handler, so to speak. And now Mandalorian, he's wanted. He obviously wanted dead, but the asset, which is Baby Yoda, is worth, I'm assuming, like 2 million, whatever credits it is. Yeah,
so worth a lot.
So everybody's after them.
So last question, on a scale of 1 to 5, what do you actually give this episode?
I give this episode probably a 3. Last episode, a 3 as well. The first 3 episodes, 5s. They were great. The action, and especially number 3, I thought was really cool. It was like Batman style, the action. He's hiding in the shadows, pops up, and he uses his grappling hook that was on his arm. That was really cool. Flamethrower. He had a lot of cool gadgets on him. Episodes 4 and 5, you don't really see any more gadgets. Episodes 1 to 3, you actually see. I'm looking at it right now. It's a Beskar armor. It's like a video game. With each episode, he got another piece of armor on him. I thought that with episode 3, they added too much because you got the cuirass, you got the gauntlets, the shoulder pads.
Well, that's true, but I could tell right away what was happening because he already knew he was going to drop the kid off, go get himself armored up, get himself all the weapons he needed, and then go back and get the kid. And that's exactly what happened.
Right. Yeah, I was hoping that the finale that you'll see him all armored up, all ready to go, and then go rescue. But it seemed like by episode 3 he was armored up, and I don't know. It kind of ruined that appeal of being cool, But yeah,
maybe like he could have took it a little bit slower, and we saw the progression of his outfit and whatnot. That definitely would have been maybe a little bit cooler. But we got to remind ourselves we're already halfway into this. So we only have 5 episodes left, and that's going to be a wrap for this first season.
Actually, we have 3. There's only 8 episodes. Yep, only 8 episodes of the season. Yeah, and I felt that Disney, this is testing new grounds for testing. They never did streaming, so that's why we have short episodes, and that's why it's only 8 episodes for the season. It just feels like they're just dipping their toes into this water. By season 2, I expect each episode to be an hour long at least. Yeah,
probably maybe even 10 to 13 episodes for season 2. Yep. I give it. I'm actually pretty close. I think I give it a 3.5. Okay. Because of it was. Kind of felt like this was filler also. He kind of goes to a planet, he encounters an issue, and then he has to do something throughout the episode to fix the issue or to progress to the next episode, and we've gotten that the last 2 in a row. So I kind of felt like this episode along with the last one were just kind of filler, but that's fine though. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, as long as it's good, it's decent, I don't have a problem with that. So that's what I give that. But I think that's it. I think we've gone long enough. If you guys have seen it, comment in the comments below. Let us know what you guys think of it. If you want to answer these questions that we asked each other, what do you think of this new series? What do you think of Baby Yoda? Do you think that there's some things that they could do better? What are they doing that you like? Let us know. Toy Box, I'm going to turn it over to you. Final thoughts and shout outs, man. What do you got?
Final thoughts. Mandalorian is really cool. I just wish, again, with the last 2 episodes, it was a little bit better. It's just too much filler, as Edwin has said. I'm hoping with we didn't even touch into the last scene of well, you did a little bit, but we didn't get into the theory of that last scene with the person kneeling down to the sniper. The theory is me and the wife, we watched it and we were like, "Ooh, is that Boba Fett?" Because he's, in terms of canon, he's still alive.
Man, people would freak out if that was Boba Fett.
But I already know
he died though, so he died in Return of the Jedi, right?
He survived. We don't know, but in terms of the novels, which is part of the canon, non-legacy, he actually flew out of the Sarlacc pit and survived. So, but I already know who the actor is and what type of character this person's going to play. Again, I'm not going to spoil it. It's probably going to be in the next episode or even the finale of who that character is. But chat, what do you think who that character kneeling down by the sniper is? Who do you think it is?
Yeah, that's a good question. I can't wait to find out myself. I just want to thank everybody who kind of checked this out. I was trying something a little bit new, and I think that we're going to keep it going at least for the last few episodes of The Mandalorian, and maybe we'll get into more Star Wars related content here on this channel because I really would like to, as long as it's good. But that's pretty much all I have, everybody. Please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And don't forget to check us out this Sunday for the last live auction of the year, because after the week after that, we're going to be getting into the charity auctions, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody's going to absolutely love that. So definitely check that out. Until then, like I said, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you guys either tomorrow or Sunday or both. Take Take care, everybody.